So the morning after the night before, and we got an early start because we were awake, and we headed down to the town and port of La Paz, where we were going to get the ferry over to mainland Mexico to Mazatlan. Well, I've come for a walk down to La Paz this morning. It's very hot already, it's only 9 o'clock. Tim's back in the room doing some work. Can you believe I prioritised a washing machine over a gym? Had I known what was going to happen in Loretta, I would have booked a hotel rather than an apartment, because I didn't really sleep very well last night. There are pelicans everywhere here. I had a couple of really nice walks along the beach in La Paz. I went for quite a few miles in both directions. And it was lovely. It felt pretty safe. Tim was just chilling in the apartment, and there was a market, and I love a market.
Hello. So we've arrived in the port of La Paz. Ready to get the ferry to Mazatlan. It's a bit chaotic but sort of organised. The first thing that happens is you have to split up. They won't let you go through two on the bike, so Adele had to go to the terminal and I had to go and do the bike stuff. And basically you get searched, and then you have to go and get the bike weighed and measured, and then you have to pay a fee. Even though we've already paid for the ticket, you have to pay it again. And then you basically come round to the terminal and then you wait. No, you don't. You have to get your tickets from the terminal, then you wait. And then I can go on the boat 2 hours before Adele. So that's kind of the procedure. So far so good. It looks like the boat's going to leave, and we found it, and I think it's okay.
Well, we're here at the ferry terminal. That's our boat there, Cabo Star. We got here really early. I think Tim may have said that. I'm glad we did. It's taken about an hour and a half to get everything all sorted. He gets to go on at 3 o'clock. I get to go on at 5 o'clock. So I'm just going to be sitting in the canteen type place. I don't know if you can see through there, but that's where I'll be for the next couple of hours. And we've booked a cabin, thankfully. I think the reviews for this journey are just so horrendous. Oh look, there's the bike down there. I can see it. I just noticed that. That I'm not looking forward to it. Anyway, it's been quite stressful, but we're here. Hopefully it will go on time. Hopefully we'll get on it. You have to have the bike weighed and measured, and then you have to pay more, and yeah. Anyway, fingers crossed for the mainland, eh? Tim's just going to get on the ferry. He's just got to take everything off take the lock off the bike, put everything away. And he's going to drive on the ferry, and I'm going to meet him in a couple of hours, hopefully. Feels really weird that I'm not with him. I hope he knows where he's going. Let's hope so. See you later! Don't leave me. I don't understand any of the announcements.
Mazatlan?
Yes.
Ya sacó boleto. Boleto.
Ticket.
Ticket.
Yeah.
Ya. Dentro ahí.
I've got it. Here. Yeah. Down there?
Afore. Boleto. ¿Ya pasó ahí?
Yeah. That's it. Okay. Right, so that's all strapped up. Now I've just got to get the stuff out.
I've got no idea because they keep making announcements in Spanish and I have got no idea if I'm in the right place. Oh, I'm going to join this queue and see. Okay, I think we're in the right place. Find out if I see Tim again. I've got to get on a bus apparently. Canal. Okay, here we are. That's quite sweet, and it's got air conditioning, and I think it's got a bathroom. It does. Oh god, it's all just very stressful. Tim's just come back up. He's quite hot, as you can see.
That's 120 degrees down there. And I had to tie the bike down. And the idiot deckhand broke one of the straps, so we've got three now.
Oh no, turn around, let me see your back. Yes. Oh yeah, you're quite sweaty.
Yeah, that's horrible.
So, what made you undertake this trip? I think you could have booked one of these chairs. It's a VIP salon. Bearing in mind this is overnight. Oh look, and look at these. Sleepy pods. or we could have booked one of these. So it leaves at 7 in the evening and gets to Mazatlan at 9, I think, in the morning. And I think our ticket entitles us to breakfast and dinner down here. The amount of flies here is ridiculous. And everyone's obviously getting stuck in early. Oh. Looks like there might be a band. We made it on the boat. It's 4 o'clock, it doesn't sail until 7, so we've got another 3 hours to go.
But it's really nice. Yeah, we found it here. It's really nice though.
So you've got to have it in. You've got to put a napkin over the top because there are so many flies.
Yeah, we were worried that we thought it was going to be a bit of a dumpy ship, but it's
So
not.
far it's okay.
It's nothing like the Albanian one that we did. It's good.
How many more hours have we got on here?
15.
Like 15?
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't like a ferry.
It's better than
Anyway,
swimming.
better than 1,800 miles, I think.
Yeah.
I really, really hope we're on the right boat. Feels like there'll be a party up here later. Oh yeah, no pods for me. Sunday morning and we're pulling into port at Mazatlan. We made it, 17 hours. It wasn't the most comfortable of nights. It was like sleeping in our very own refrigerator. I mean, Tim likes a cold room, but I mean, even that was freezing. So we didn't get much sleep, but we're here. Nearly. And let's see what this stretch of Mexico has in store for us. Hopefully, only lovely things. Welcomed by the Pelican.
Todos los que se les termine de dar las indicaciones del desembarque. Los siguientes.
My passenger. Okay.
So Tim was coming to get me and I had to walk off in a different way. He describes it as the bike had a cough. I describe it as it just wouldn't start. but the heat in the cargo bit of the ship, it was so hot that it affected the starter motor on the bike, so he had a bit of a problemo. Fortunately, it was resolved. So driving on mainland Mexico is, it's quite challenging, really. They have very different signals over here. So if they indicate left, that doesn't mean necessarily they're going to overtake and are turning left. It means that you can overtake them on the left. Or they beep, but they beep to say hello. They beep to say you're in the way. They beep to say you can cross the road if you're a pedestrian. And they beep just to say hello. It's not only the potholes you have to look out for, it's the people, the cows, the donkeys, the sheep, the dogs. It's everything. And cars flash you constantly, coming in the other direction. Still don't know what that's all about. We didn't take the GoPro when we went out for dinner last night. It was a Sunday night and we wandered around several different restaurants, but they were all closed because it was a Sunday. One we got to at 6 o'clock and it was just closing its doors. So we ended up eating in the hotel restaurant, which was actually fine. It was really nice. So this is just a tiny little bit of Tepic. I don't think I want to clean my boots. Well, I wouldn't ask, to be fair. There was a big old thunderstorm about 4 o'clock this morning. Massive cracks of thunder and lightning. We had a really difficult sort of evening trying to decide what to do, because the Foreign Office advice, both from the UK and the US, it's just terrifying. And we don't want to put ourselves in any danger unnecessarily. So trying to find a border crossing into Guatemala has proved really challenging, and we're very nervous about it. So we're going to Guadalajara today, into a safe place, although Guadalajara itself is in the centre and is surrounded by some level 4 risk, which is not where we want to be. So we need to stick to the toll roads, get to the hotel, and then we're going to make a plan from there, dependent on the weather. And oh, Tim's made a friend. Just loading back up after the night in Tepic. Lovely guy helping. We've attracted a little bit of a crowd though. And we're off to Guadalajara, hopefully. Muchas gracias. We continued to stick to the toll roads, and there were an awful lot of them, and they are very expensive. We decided to stay just on the outskirts of Guadalajara, which is a big traffic congested city, we haven't quite got our confidence back. So yeah, staying on the outskirts in a big tall hotel was the order of the day. Well, good morning. So we're up at 6 o'clock. We're in Guadalajara and we're going to try and make it to Mexico City, or near enough today. It's about a 6-hour drive, but everything is much longer over here because the roads aren't as fast. There is a lot of traffic, but that's the plan, and maybe stay there for 2 days. We'll see, probably, because Tim's tired and it's a lot of concentrating, so he can probably do with a bit of a rest. But we had a pretty chilled time here on the 17th floor. So hopefully see you in Mexico City. Foreign snacks. Look. Looks so strange. I mean, it could be anything, couldn't it? I think that's actually like jerky. It's quite challenging for Tim driving in all this traffic because, like I said, there are no rules. People come from every single direction and you've just got to watch the traffic, the people and the potholes. And we were, yeah, it's a lot going on. And then it started raining. Brilliant. Look out for the guy with the AK-47 just sitting. Hello, we're in Toluca. We've spent the night in Toluca. It's the highest city in Central and South America. No, Central and North America, beg your pardon, before the little correction thing comes. We're at about 2,600 metres, so in old money that's about 8,500 feet. And we're just going to get on the bike at 6 o'clock to head to Cordoba. We are exhausted. The hotel behind us is the secure parking. There was a security guard with an AK-47 sitting in the reception last night, and the waiter at the restaurant wore a body cam. We're not seeing the Mexico that everybody talks about. So we're hoping that Cordoba brings us a more chilled experience. And then after that, I think we're going to have a rest for 4 days in Oaxaca, is the current plan, but we shall see. So we're heading through Mexico City today. There's a lot of traffic, so it's quite stressful driving. See you soon. Still not really smiling properly here. It'll come, hopefully. wasn't really possible to go around Mexico City because it's a bit like a close-quartered M25. So although it does sort of circle the city, you get caught up in all the traffic. We were there very early in the morning and the traffic was heaving. But it was interesting to see. It was lots of gated properties. It was a lot more sort of, Starbucks here, there and everywhere, and big skyscrapers. So, a bit more of a cosmopolitan city as we passed through, or around, I should say, slowly a lot of the way. We were en route to Cordoba and we decided to change our plans and actually just head to Oaxaca, but came across a huge traffic problem on the road, and we crept up the side, as you probably saw on the footage. You can just maybe in the background there see an ambulance coming, and this man, just in front of that lorry, he was crossing the road. I mean, it's a main road, and really sadly got hit by, I think, that lorry up there, the white one at the top. So I don't know how long we'll be here for a while. I want him to move his bike though, because it's too close to that big lorry. So we pushed the bike, they let us through. If we push the bike, all the other traffic is being held. A bit puffed. It's like 8,000 feet above sea level. Just go really slow. So whilst I was trying to convince one of the guards to let us drive very slowly past the poor dead man in the road, so that we could get on, Tim, who speaks no Spanish, and a Mexican man, a very tiny Mexican man who spoke no English, had somehow come up with a plan for Tim to drive across a field, a la Steve McQueen, to get around the problem of the dead man in the road. We pushed the bike. You'll see on some of the footage there's a very high military presence, and they drive around in these trucks, and they've got face guards on and big machine guns, and it's quite a threatening presence as opposed to a reassuring presence. I'm not quite sure which one it's supposed to be, but there are the police and there are the military, and yeah, it is quite intimidating. We've been stopped, some of us wave us through. Yeah, it's been a different experience each time. So onwards, we need to get our mojo back, and we will. It's just a little bit of a struggle at the moment, but that's our aim. We want to see the Mexico that everyone loves, everyone raves about, and that's what we intend to do. Hopefully.